Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Inept General, and welcome to part 6 of our Norsca campaign. What are we doing? Let's have a look. So we've got our quest battle to fight the Frostworm, which we'll probably want Wulfric to do. But Wulfric's suffering a bit after a fight with Boris. And did we even get the trait for Boris? Oh. That's also the wrong screen. Now, it seems the only one we seem to have got a trait for is bloody Ulbrich. Not happy about that.
Challenge.
But anyway, we're at the end of a turn, really. This is the only guy who can move. What can you get him to do? Damage the building. We've got Frog over here trying to chase down these dwarves. I'm tempted to actually just dismiss this guy and save us some money. So don't really need him for anything else right now. There we go. And let's end the turn. Now, Wulfric's got a few more things he can do. A few more tricks up his sleeve. We don't really need either of these two. We want to save several points for that. But let's get into Voice of the Dark Gods to boost the leadership of everyone. We don't have any mammoths at the moment, but we do have a couple of skinwolves.
To the four corners.
Here comes the Enchantress. Okay, guys, we are going to fight this one. She's a problem, but the rest we should probably be able to handle. A lot of men-at-arms. We only have the two champions. If we can shut down their missiles, we should be okay. So we're going to try and give this one a go. We may lose, but we're going to make her pay dearly for it if we do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off this battle, shall we? What am I doing? Alright, so as we can see, the Fey Enchantress is pressing her luck a little bit. She's got a lot of men-at-arms. Men-at-arms, men-at-arms, men-at-arms. There's a very dangerous unit that we're watching out for. Here we go, the Battle Pilgrims. The lunatics with shields. They're upside down shields for some reason, but there you go. Lots of archers, which could be hugely dangerous to my Norscan army. But already, the trebuchets start setting up. And they start firing. But they're firing at our hounds. After the first shot, we realize this. Hounds on the move. But like, this is great, because them firing means they have to stop moving, which means they'll start to fall back behind the rest of the army. So we move in our flanking troops, which are the Marauder Horsemen and the Hounds, and they're just coming in on these guys. Now, they have set in a contingent, quite a large contingent, to maybe try and ward off these dogs, but the dogs are going the long way around. And then the trebuchets give up and actually start firing at our troops, which is what we don't want. Do they do any damage? A little bit. The shield's held up. Not so much there. There was once a nice chap here. A few of them died. His arm fell off. Both of his arms fell off. Poor guy. Alright. So after a few volleys, the horses come in. And a lot of dead trebuchet crew. Now, the Bretonnians try to send their troops back to try and deal with the threat. But we've also sent our hounds in against these unit of archers, which had turned around to try and shoot at our cavalry coming in. But the hounds will do quick work of archers. Now, other archers are trying to fire arrows at them, which they are successfully doing. But they're a bit too close, and we end up charging, kind of mexing the charge and charging straight into this unit of 2 archers. And our cav managed to quickly, completely rout the trebuchet before the polearms got there. Now, the dogs are maybe in a little bit of trouble here, because they don't want to be fighting men-at-arms. They will lose that fight quite badly, so we pulled them out. They've caused enough of disturbance against the archers there. We also sort of retreat our cavalry on the far side. And sorry, we're not fighting this one, but really the Bretonnians just kind of mill about here for a good long time. Most of the fighting is going on here in the backfield of our 2 units. So we pull out, we're taking fire as we're running away. But that's alright. And we're moving our cav over to this far corner over here just to try and regroup and see what the AI is going to do next. We got rid of the trebuchet, which is our biggest threat. Almost finished 1 unit of archers, did a lot of damage to another. There are 2 left standing. At full health, that is. So we've retreated. They just mill about over here. If we had a sorcerer, that'd be a great opportunity for some magic. But I don't know what they're doing, this weird grouping stuff over here. But anyway, these guys, because of their extended range, it actually works to their detriment here. Because they stop bang in no man's land. At which point we're like, yes, dogs. And these guys as well are coming in. And these guys kind of stop moving. So we're going to send the cavalry in against those ones. Now this weird melee typhoon of Bretonnian peasants seems to finally be on the move, but not before we get our hounds in on these archers. Now the archers have realised what's going on, and they're trying to bolt it. The Fey Enchantress is trying to heal them, or shield them, or whatever she's doing. But it won't be enough. And we actually have our first engagements happening on the front line. Some men-at-arms going in against our marauders. Now we're sending in our great weapons just to help out, because marauders versus men-at-arms, apparently it looks like marauders come off worse for wear for that deal. And we have our cav trying to fight off these 2 units of archers. Kind of surgical striking in the midst of them. The hounds are still trying to finish this job while overrunning into these ones as well. But there are men-at-arms hot on our heels, and so we pull out. On the front lines, they're sending a bit of a contingent round the side, but the Fey Enchantress is using her spells, popping in and out of this combat, but we've got spears, we've got great weapons, and we start to move our troops around because we're trying to get the envelop here. But they move in another unit of men-at-arms, but the rest of them will be coming round and enveloping. Meanwhile, these guys have run away far enough from the polearms that we can chase them down. And the dogs have shattered the other 2 units of archers, and are now coming in very cheekily just in front of these polearms to chase down that one. But most of the main fighting now is here. As you can see, the men-at-arms are doing good work against our basic marauders. But the champions can hold their own, and we're using the champions and we're using the axes to just, you know, do some damage from the side against any of these units. I think we target these ones initially. But they've been hit by a spell which took off half their health, which is pretty huge. Now, wheeling around the side, they've engaged polearms and swords. Now, we can't win this engagement necessarily, but we can hold them off for long enough. Now, all of their missiles are effectively dealt with now with the dogs and the cavalry. So we're going to get the dogs to kind of come back, maybe help out, chase down some more units. But with the help of we routed this unit with the help of the axe throwers. The Fey Enchantress is still in here. The trolls helped out a bit. This side, the spears are holding down, just doing their job, buying us some time, keeping them busy. And then the Fey Enchantress drew our attention with that spell. We're like, let's finish her off, sending in the trolls. The trolls start to do some actual damage against her finally. These champions will see off these men-at-arms, and the dogs and the cavalry are just chasing down units that are breaking on the far side. And now the cav is going to start to pepper this men-at-arms unit. And we can send around some reinforcements now that we've dealt with most of the main body of the Bretonnians. So really all that's left is the Fey Enchantress, 1 unit of men-at-arms, and we're kind of chasing off the rest. These guys coming side charge on these guys. Look at these poor peasants against Marauder champions. Head chopped off. And there we go, that's them breaking now. The last one left is the Fey Enchantress. Just covered in blood. Trying to do magic. Getting thumped by trolls. Bumped by Anti-Large. And this is her trying to break, but she's just completely surrounded. Getting kicked, getting thumped, getting smashed. I think she dies. Yeah. There she goes. And that shatters the rest of the army. So let's go to the results screen, shall we? Alright, let's have a look at this. Those battle pilgrims did really very well. But look at my hounds and my cavalry. It was all about weaving them around the battlefield, taking care of all of those archers. 9 kills is the most those archers did. 14 of the trebuchet. Should have shut that down a little bit quicker. But 488 kills with the hounds. That's a great little hound battle there. But damn, those battle pilgrims did a lot of killing. $136 from one of my Marauder units. That's pretty good as well versus men-at-arms. Alright guys, so that worked out pretty well. Let's grab the cash. Olbrich, are you seriously trying to chase me down? What are you doing, man? Oh no, they're going to take it. I'm not happy about that. But there's not a lot I can do about it. That's just too many Longbeards. Hopefully they're just going to sack it. Don't destroy it. There's no need. Nice. Now we've got them. Now, oh, hello. You sneaky, sneaky sons of bitches.
The Beastmen can share the world's despair.
No, you're alright. Go away. Okay, that wasn't too bad, if I'm honest. What have you got here? Why are you chasing me? What do you think you can get out of this? So let's kill Ulbric again. What was the point of that? What are you doing? Maybe you just didn't see me. Oh no, we lost a unit of spears. That's alright. We need the cash, really.
Wandering. The eternal challenger. It is set.
Yeah, we can get into our own territory and refill a little bit.
I will not.
Random damsel up there. Not really my concern. Now, here are some actual battles we might have trouble with. Let's see what the Altar Resolve says for this. Alright, he's running. Okay, we can auto-resolve that. Oh, what? Oh, that was worth it to them. Now, Winter Pyre actually has some solid defenses. And if they've only got that one regiment of Longbeards... We've got a Feral Mammoth here as well, don't we? Yes, we do. Got Feral Mammoth. It's only really the Altar of Spawns that's a bit weak. I think we can actually fight these guys off if they decide to take us on. And we've got the returning champion coming back from his heroics in the north.
I must keep my holy vow.
It's all just peasant mobs.
Not in this world or the other.
Alright. Pretty happy ending the turn there, guys. Don't think they can do much about it. Let's skill everyone up. Mutant Regeneration. Yes, please. Aura of Chaos and Foe Seeker. And we'll finish off Deadly Blade. Alright, Altar, you got a bit bashed up. But we have the money to repair you at the moment, so not too much of a loss.
Orders.
Down here, Marienburg, what can you build? Oh, you can upgrade. Yes, please. Alright, let's end. Upgrade Slinth. Mystifying Miasma. Has he got all the magic yet? He's got all the magic. I'd like him to get Misdirector and Zapped, if I'm honest. But first, let's try and get him a bit more... Let's get him on a horse. He can charge in and force them to come towards us now.
You dare seek my order.
Bretonnia, no. I've still got to kill the king. Still got to kill the Fey Enchantress to get those traits, as long as they're still working. Hopefully there hasn't been a bug or something. So I know the king definitely gives us one, and I don't understand why during that ambush last time we didn't get it.
Things, Stunty. I'll make you.
Peace treaty. No. You shouldn't have come for us, man. Alright, you want to fight this out? We will fight this out. We've got Hounds, we've got Cav, and we've got Feral Mammoth. You've just got Dwarven Warriors and Miners. We should be able to do this one. Let's fight it. So counting on the Feral Mammoth to do a lot of damage in their back lines. I think our front line should be able to hold as it is, for the most part. The Spearmen will be next to useless, so we'll have to use them against Miners. So here we go, defense against the Darwi. Now they have some decent units. They have Dwarven Warriors, which will do okay against Marauders just because of their high armor. Now the Longbeards are the biggest threat in this battle, probably. And the Quarrelers. So we need to shut down the Quarrelers as quickly as possible. So we're kind of marching up in sync, just to the point where we're in range of those Quarrelers. I don't know if you guys can make it out, but here we go. Here's the range line where the arrow is.
Kill in the name of the gods!
And we're approaching it. Now as the Mammoth comes near the line, we charge him in. Feral Mammoth. Looking horrific. Oop. So horrific, he knocked my camera out the way. Now on the side here, you'll notice we have our Marauder Horsemen coming around the edge, and we have Hounds on this edge as well. So he sent in the Mammoth against Quarrelers and Longbeards. And Dwarven Warriors are coming over, which is great. The Mammoth can just keep them all busy. Oh, lovely sweep. As the rest of our boys come over the hill, here comes the Thane just by himself. What a boss. Little jump kick. So that was pretty successful. He managed to stop our charge and let his guys charge us as well. We've got Miners in here, which will do pretty well against our champions. We've got Spears helping out. We've got Trolls coming in against Miners, but actually they're going for these Quarrelers in the back. And we have our Cav who have charged in against a unit of Quarrelers already. On the far side, our dogs were hunting down the unit of Quarrelers here. And we've got the rest of our troops all in combat along kind of a scattered line on this side. We've got stuff trying to wheel around the back, including our Spears and our Axe Throwers, who are going to help with some armor piercing against some of these better units. But they do still have some Quarrelers in the back who are going to be able to do some shooting. Now, what is happening here, I do not know, with him charging his Quarrelers into combat. Well, I say him, I mean the AI, and then charging them back out again. It was all a bit weird. But those Miners didn't last long, but we're trying to get the Trolls to move off the Miners and to move in here, but they were dragging a little bit. So dogs are free. Dogs and Spearmen are coming over here to try and deal with the Quarrelers who are firing, and who are kind of doing a lot of damage to our Mammoth, but even more damage to our Axe Throwers who have actually broken. But the Mammoth is holding pretty steady. And our dogs are in against these Quarrelers, which is just stopping them from fighting, although Quarrelers will probably do quite well against Hounds. And we've got the Spearmen in to help out, just in case. And these Trolls are kind of moving. They keep getting caught up on things. Now you'll see our front line is actually not doing particularly well, especially where this Dwarf Thane is and where the Dwarven General is. They're doing a lot of damage to our unit of Marauder champions. But over here, we're kind of winning this one. The Mammoth's been doing good work, killing a lot of them. And in the back, we're kind of winning, kind of actually maybe losing more health than we maybe expected against a whole bunch of Quarrelers in this backfield. And now there's a unit of, I think these are Dwarf Warriors? Yeah, Dwarf Warriors coming in to help out. The Trolls still just trying to hunt down the Quarrelers where they can. But you can see their line's pretty spread and they got caught on these Dwarven Warriors. Hounds and Spearmen trying to cut down these Quarrelers here. We've got our Cav, which is broken, coming back in the back. And we've got our Axes coming back to help with any armor piercing on these units here. Throwing axes at the Longbeards and the Darwi. then the Quarrelers keep trying to run away. We keep trying to send the Trolls after them. But here, the front line's breaking, so we're actually able to send almost our Great Warriors into the Dwarf Quarrelers here. But we had to send our Mammoth into the center because the center was struggling. So we sent our Mammoth against their general just to try and keep him occupied. And we've got our Spearmen coming down, chasing down some more Quarrelers, taking some fire in the process. Left our Trolls here to deal with these Warriors. And we've got some units breaking on the flank. We've taken a lot of health hits. I mean, let's look across the battlefield. None of our units have come out unscathed. Our Hounds had rallied and were coming back in against these Quarrelers. We've got our Cav just skirmishing down these miners here. Chasing down stuff where we can till it shatters at the very least. And now we've got our Mammoth just tanking damage from the Thane and from the General. So all of our other units can kill off what's left of the Trolls once they eventually come back. So we had a lot of stuff that's run away and rallied. We will send them back in eventually. But at this point, rather to my own embarrassment, we had this unit of fresh Trolls which had just made it into combat around now, which had been left at the back. The Norscan Ice Trolls. Our Hounds and Cav are doing well at the back. Stuff has started to shatter. It looked pretty close there for a moment, but we're getting in there. Even our great weapons are doing well, even struggling against some Quarrelers. And our spears are doing okay as well. Trolls finishing off this unit of warriors. And the guys, our fresh troops in here, doing a good job as well. And then that's their general fleeing, shattered. And that's the rest of their army shattered at the same time. It got a bit dicey there for a minute, but we managed to pull through. Woo, that one was pretty close, guys. I think our Feral Mammoth was the champion there, 130. The Hounds did do better on 138. The Great Swords, Marauders, pretty good, 111. Spears, 121. They must have been the spears going around hunting down the missiles. But yeah, pretty solid performances all around. I would have thought the cavalry would have done better, but apparently not. Their generals did almost all of their work. Their warriors did pretty well as well. Pretty tough little customers there, the Dawi. And the Quarrelers, one of them coming in at 83. But what was it? 97, best performing the Longbeards. Expected. And the champions held on to the very end. They didn't have much left going, but they held on. So take that, Crackadrak. Now we're coming for you. Now Frog's got an army. We're coming on the offensive. Why don't you move closer? What are you trying to prove? Nope. Here come the Varg. Oh. Varg heroes, eh? Nice. What do we want of these two things? And we've kind of recruited most of the monsters. Frog's got a full army. So I guess Marauders? Because we're about to send our man back home. So you can build that. 3 turns, you should be self-sufficient. What should we build? Income from all adjacent provinces? Yep, that'll be pretty good by the time we come back. But for now, we need you to retreat across the ocean. And I think what we're going to get him to do is actually subjugate... the rest of Norska. Because we need that extra income. And now, I mean, how many factions are even left? There's really just the Varg. And we're not allies with them, are we? I mean, we do trade with them. If we can find the Varg leader, what's his name? Surfa Ek. Where is Surfa Ek? Is this his little army that was leading it that was over here? Perhaps. Because all we have to do is beat him in one battle, and then we're golden. But for now, let's focus on stuff we can do easily. Let's get Frog along here. I actually want to get him real close, so he can hunt down whatever's left of these sons of bitches.
Don't think so.
Afterwards. Actually, there we go. We're going to be a bit cheeks here, because I actually have an idea of some stuff I want to do. We've got a good bit of money. Actually, we won't do once we've done this. Unless we send Frog south. What to do, what to do, what to do. Alright, this is a bit risky, and I may come to a... No, he can't attack in his first go. No, we're just going to leave that there and see what the dwarves do. Let's do butchers.
I usually negotiate with my sword, but...
No, you're okay. And then rebellion in the wastelands. What? Oh, because they're raiding. Don't make me come back here, Jesus. I just want to leave. Alright, Wulfric. You have to go back just for a bit. Try and sort out this rebellion. And these Bretonnians. Did they run? They did run.
Who's going to anyway?
Let's race them back to their camp. We smashed 2 of their armies. Still in our own territory here, but that's fine.
Be gone.
We're going for the rest of them. What can you build? Just that building there. There's no rush for that. Alright, let's end the turn. We've got a good amount, we've got a good sort of pot of gold. We should probably be adding to it, but Wulfric's about to get a couple of more fights under his belt. Bretonnia runs, as they're wont to do. Don't think the lady would approve of that kind of cowardly behavior. What? Alright, we'll lose armor then. God damn it.
Eternal challenger.
Fight these rebels. Take the gold. Finish off these rebels.
Advance!
Altered by the gods. Nice.
A challenge?
Alright, how much movement do you have?
An unstoppable force. Embarking.
So you can do that.
Gun and
With the hopes that these Bretonnians get the same wise of cracking idea they had before. Of trying to step into our turf. Let's build this just for the sake of it. And that. Alright, let's do this. Should be able to auto-resolve this one, Frog, I think. Yep. Sack. Can't quite camp and raid, but we can just raid for a bit more cash. Let's have a look at some diplomacy options here.
I will
You guys want to
leave.
trade with me yet?
Let's
No?
find somewhere quiet.
Why do the Wood Elves like me? That's a bit weird.
My lady informs me that I must.
Oh, because of all my all of my killing of Bretonia. Alright, alright, alright. Let's have a look. Now we are going to lose a lot of trading money from these guys. Income 213. 97. Well, not a lot. 300 a turn. We'll make more than 300 a turn by conquering all of Varg territory. So that's what we're going to do. There's some rich pickings down here in the south as well. Very excited about it. Just have to end the turn, I guess. Smoke, pendulum. Ulfric level 25. Toughened fighters for all Marauder cavalry. For the Warhounds. Let's go for the Skin Wolves. You know, we'll spread the love a bit.
Sea Fangs ready.
Did they not fall for it? No, they did. It's the end of the turn. Oh, they must have seen him.
I like taking Empire men's skulls as trophy.
Peace treaty, 2,000. That's pretty good. I'm not going to see Ostermark for a while, so I'm going to take that.
I've little time.
I should probably be negotiating these to get the extra couple of hundred out each turn, but... just too lazy. Oh, is that him? That might be him. Destroyed plunder. Income from raiding. Growth minus 20. Do growth minus 20.
I'm listening.
Most of our settlements are exactly where we want them anyway. Okay, what defenses do you have now? You got the mammoth, you got trolls, you got the hounds, you got the cavalry. Should be able to fight off most Bretonnian armies for now until they get Grail Knights and stuff.
I'll see it.
Right, it's time to leave, Wolfric.
Advancing.
You have a mission. You're gonna go kill the head of the Varg. Was this him? Is this him over here?
Northman come.
Yes, there he is. All right, all right, all right, all right.
Battle time is feeding time.
Hello, two armies of this tribe that we don't know.
I'll have a crack.
Now that these guys are pretty much battered, I don't want these armies to beat us to the riches of Kislev. So we're going to move on Kislev.
Wiping them out. Out of my way! I eat my enemies.
Okay, and raiding. Nice job, Frog. Nobody else can really move, but that's fine in my book. We are going to meet our man up here. Looks like he must be at war with these guys, right?
Gods might compel me to.
So we'll know where we'll be for the next little bit. Let's just end the turn. Who's this, Frog? Get frostbitten. Buff up those trolls even more.
Battle time is feeding time.
Fair enough.
Lord of the monster horde.
Now he can get down here in one go.
Wreck them.
So let's go cash collecting.
Time for a feeding. Ambush and feast. I eat my enemies.
Now what are the defense? Ooh, solid defenses at Erengrad. What about Fort Ostok? Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. We'll move half, and then we'll camp, and then we'll take this fort here. Wolfric and Rome just taking a break. Trying to hunt down these Varg, and it looks like they took that settlement from those guys.
Take what's theirs.
You have a lot of skin wolves in your army. You might have to stop off halfway and get a bit of an upgrade. But actually, he doesn't have a lot of large in his army. Got a lot of champions.
The road is over.
They have a mammoth, we might be boned. 2 heroes. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? Mammoth hide cape. I want that. Brass cleaver. Wolf teeth amulet. Whoa! Plus 12 damage, plus 8. That's a great little trinket. He has all the good stuff. Because I think now, essentially if we beat him, we take over the entirety of Norska. which is great news. Let's build this up. Let's... what else should we do? What did we have here? It was the plundering, wasn't it? Yeah, let's build that again. No, you're fine doing what you're doing. At some point we will have to fight this battle. Actually, what we might let happen is, as soon as Wulfric makes landfall, we are going to fight that battle, and then we'll take the survivors on to do other stuff. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So we've got a plan. Get him the chariot.
Take what's theirs.
Don't think I like what you guys are doing.
What?
That's a lot of spears.
My ice age comes. Stomping on. That was my idea.
Do you guys want to go back there and deal with the Dwarven city? That would be more helpful to everybody.
Done and done. Advancing. My challenge?
Okay, we just want you to step out. Because now what you're going to do is this battle. Take that off them and give it to one of my spears, my best spears. Alright, let's do this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The first great hunt of our campaign. Let's kick things off with a fireball. In retrospect, probably should have sent the fireball at the trolls, because that would have stopped their regen. They would have an extra weakness to it. But we've got our spears at the front just to tank any damage. We do notice the hounds are there and we move them back. That was a mistake. And we have Wulfric at the front as well, just to kind of make a juicy bait thing. And the main sort of bastions of this battle are probably going to be our javelin throwers with all their anti-large damage. So here comes the big one. Look at him. Now Javs get a volley in. And he goes straight in against Wulfric and immediately launches his Vortex magic, which is going to just annihilate some of our troops. And then this one goes in against the Sorcerer. Now we do cast the Sword of Ruin here, which will give everyone damage boost, fire damage boost. But you don't want to engage this monstrosity with too much infantry, because these vortexes around it will just devastate them. So I'm trying to get just one unit in and then just have the rest be like javelins. And you can see all the javelins that have gone down at it. Some of them bouncing off, some of them piercing the hide. We've got, Hunter of Champions down on it now. Wulfric finally got up. We've got the Famir Bale Fiends there as well, just to negate any armor it might have. And you can see the javelins are just doing so much work. And then Wulfric's in there, getting bashed about, I'm sure. There he is, somewhere in this chaos. We've got a fireball going off through the vents here. We've got a lot of trolls attacking us as well, but our spears at the front have managed to fight off most of them for now. And all this javelin fire going in. We've also got the axes aimed at it. We've got really everything aimed at it. And there we go, we fell the beast. Now let's zoom out and see the rest of the chaos. So we managed to chase off most of that first wave, but we've got some ice trolls just getting a flanking charge off here on one of our marauder units. And we've got a unit of them coming here. But we have our skin wolves and our hounds with anti-large chasing down these guys. We leave the hounds to chase down the rest of them. We send the skin wolves round to help out on this flank. Now we do still have two other units. We try and get the wolves to run away from them. But because they managed to get a hit on, they have cast Frostbite on the wolves and the hounds, and they can't really get away, which is a bit of a shame. But with our anti-large in here, the spears helping out, the skin changers. We have another one of these guys landing on Wulfric. We have some trolls attacking some berserkers over there. But here we go, we've got the javelins and the axes going on. These trolls, they shatter. These ones shatter. Everything shatters. And it was a bit quick, but we got rid of all those units. There we go, guys. That was our first hunt. Let's go to results screen. So that went smooth-ish. We may have lost a unit of champions there, which is a bit of a shame, but we can recruit them straight back now. God, that Frostworm did huge amounts of 155. I think they just devastated a couple of units of champions and a unit of spears there. Hopefully my golden spear survived. My javelins did some good work, just melting a lot of the health from these guys. I think if there was a damage meter, they'd have come out on top there. Nice little bit of money. Let's take this 900 as well. And we get 10,000 on top of that.
Reap the rewards, my lord.
20 armor and that bonus. Ooh. Interesting. 34. And we've been going so slowly with these things, it might actually take us back down to 0. -4 for the rest. So what should we dedicate it to? Which one of these do we want first? Probably the cost one? I think we're okay with casualty replenishment. So I'm tempted to give this one to the Serpent. We will go back down to 30 with the Hound, but that's alright. So let's go for the Serpent. Nice. I think I'm going to give that to Wulfric. Trickster Helm's pretty good. That 10% ward save. But... Oh. Oh. What is it? I can't remember what it... Oh, it's an enchanted item. Nice. So, even hardier. Nice, nice, nice. And we can keep that armor. Plus, we get that ward save. Pretty pumped about that all around. Did we lose anything? No, we still have all our champions. The Berserkers we still have. And we have a whole bunch of stuff here.
The eternal challenger.
Now look at what we can recruit though. Oh, is it worth dumping all this stuff? The guys are expensive. We definitely want 2 of these.
Done and done.
Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to actually recruit our guy back who helped us out. Was that you, Eirik? Unless anyone has a much better thing. No, yours still looks the best. Okay, Eirik.
Slaughter the ship.
So, Eirik, you're going to relieve our man of some units. I'm going to take this chariot, because it doesn't really suit my playstyle. You're going to deliver these guys to Frog. You're going to take these axes. And probably... No, the spears we can keep. Take these rubbish spears. Take this Berserker. Actually, no, take both Berserkers. Take these guys.
Deny. Speak.
Now we can get Soul Crusher. The Maw. And these Brutes. There's a space for 4 more things. Is this finished over here? Yes. So what we're going to do is recruit heroes. Sanguine, plus 5 melee attack, minus 3% hero chance. Guess we'll take that one as well. Your job is to move this direction, meet up with Wulfric. What can we recruit? Let's get 2 of them. That's just being greedy. 1 of them. Full golden Marauder horse would be good. Marauder horse masters. Gotta grab 1 of them. And if we're waiting for 2 turns... then we may as well grab something else. What do we want? Yeah, 1 of these. And we actually do need another spearman to replace the spearman we just gave away. So 1 of those as well.
War unceasing. World Walker.
And that takes us to 20. Which isn't good, because we still want to recruit 1 more unit, which is... So we'll have 2 spears, 2 great weapons, 4 champions up front, the horse. Need to make 2 more spaces. So what can we give up? We can give up... Don't want to give up the hounds. They're too quick and too helpful. can give up a unit of javelins. And we can probably give up... Oh, what else can we give up? Are we okay with 3 guys up front? Yeah, alright. We'll take them off your hands. Now what you can do is go and occupy yourself. Well, you heal for a bit.
Where's my next?
But you need to start paying for yourself very quickly.
Champions fall.
So still need to give up 1 more unit. We'll take the javelins off you. Okay. Now what he can also do is maybe go and get some of the spare trolls off of Frog. He'll make his way this way. How's Slazenman built up? Not at all. We should be able to take it, I think. We can also maybe re-recruit that hero we had. What was his name? Don't even remember. So we're gonna start losing a lot of money very quickly.
Enslave the summoners.
You can probably take these guys. I mean, why not, eh? No one else is gonna use them. Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, hello, Midland.
Say interesting things, Stunty.
Nope.
Overrun the world.
Right, you're just about healed.
Undefeated. Chieftain of the
We'll maybe give a giant to this guy.
My challenge? Undeniable.
But you don't need a giant, do you, Wolfric? No. Don't like giants. Well, guys, I tell you what, I think we'll actually end it there. We had the big hunt. What we're going to do next episode is we are going to send Wulfric up here to take out Surta Egg. And then we are going to subjugate the whole of Varg. We'll hopefully get his agent over here. And Frog will march on Kislev and take out Fort Ostok. If this is their general, we might actually subjugate these guys as well. Let's have a quick check. No, Olaf Hilmerson is their general.
Lord of the monster horde. Crush bones.
Alright, we'll decide on that next episode. Anyway, guys, as always, huge thank you for watching. And huge thank you to my patrons, Huli, Reese, Colin, Thomas, Mateus, Samuel, Matthews, David, Peter, Sign of the Emperor, Niblets, Caliph, Nigel, Hankster, Zelka, and James. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to catch you guys all on the next one. Alright, bye guys.